tonight's question is, what message would you give to your ex? Jaja. Well, when I sit down and think about that question, if me did forgive my ex one message, it would be any one of my ex them would have be sorry, say me waste my time with Uno. And I wish Uno the best moving forward in our life. But yeah, a lot of times you see people try to be positive in interviews and stuff like that and said they don't regret the past because the past is what makes us who we are in the future and all of these things and blah blah blah. But to be honest, me know so we are human beings and a lot of us deep down inside of us, we would take back some of the things them what we got through in the past if we had the choice to do so. I find myself in my past relationship, if I'm gonna be 100% honest and straightforward with you guys. The strong one, blessings, big up yourself. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I will say that I find myself that in my past relationship, I wasted a lot of time on a relationship that I knew wasn't going anywhere. You know, when time you have this thing in your mind where you don't want to run up your mileage, not only that, but you hope you're staying in a relationship, but you're hoping things would get better, or you're hoping things would change, and you see the person for who them be, but when you still sit down in a relationship and hope things get better, hope things change and all of these things, and in the end, you just have to get up and walk away. And when you look back on the time on the waste and what you could have done with the whole time them on the waste, you say shit. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like you are making a bad situation, staying in a bad situation hinders you from maybe what could have been a blessing in the future. Hindsight is a thing. Yes, Serena girl, yep. So I am saying you're sitting in a relationship, right? And you are saying, oh, you have to wait and things go get better and stuff like that. And deep down it's like, you know, say the chance of things getting better is very slim. And you sit down same way and I hope and I pray. And then you do the preaching thing and you start talk. And then you hope things and you just waste your time. So to be honest, me never go around the thing and talk. Me waste a lot of times in failed relationship that I knew was not going anywhere, but I was just sitting there waiting and hoping things would get better. Simple company life, come tell me what you want to say, girl. Me now read your comment. Me wish my ex them the best. I don't have any malice against them or whatever, because to be honest, we are all adults and I take responsibility and take accountability for myself in those relationships. And me just move forward with it. But if I had a choice to go back in time and erase some things, I would have erased enough of them from my whole life. I would have. You know, my ex is sorry. I wasted a lot of time with you, but I hope and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Simple one, big up yourself, girl.
What I was saying in the comments was I would just simply say to him, thank you for letting me go. I tapped into a different version of me. I elevated and became a better person. And I wish him nothing but the best that life has to offer. That's all I was saying. This is when you're on that elevated path, so everything is just, hindsight is really 2020, so you can see different things. But yeah, that's what I would say.
That's a very positive message.
Yeah, that a lot of people might say to the ex, hey, Cross, is me glad we let you go. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I don't know how me pick you up. Yeah, I'm not on that level. I've just tapped into a different version of me, so that's where I'm at with it. But people can be in different spaces. I wish if you're not in that space, I would advise you to get in that space, because you will see how much more better your life will be once you're in that space. But that's what I would say. But somebody else might have a different thing to say to their ex. You see what I mean? So
Yeah, I think it's not about even the elevated space. Sometimes it's what really and truly go down in the relationship too. Because sometimes even if you're in an elevated mindset and stuff like that, still you still deep down inside of you feel some kind of resentment because we're all human, you understand? Especially if the
that's
relationship
true.
is left for.
But if it was a toxic situation, you also have to heal your heart and your mind, right? Or you will bring those toxic traits into something new. So that's why I'm saying it's always good to heal, take some time for you, learn you, and tap into a different version of you. You see what I mean? And then you might get a little bit more clarity on the situation and why you stayed and what not to do moving forward.
Yeah, that is so true. That is true. That is so true, simple. Like, at the same thing that I explained before you come on, I was saying, like, for me, I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, I am, if the past never really happened, then I wouldn't see myself in the future and I wouldn't be where I'm today. But for me, I feel like there's some experiences that I wish I didn't have. Like if I could turn the hands of time, I would turn the hands of time to not have those experiences. You understand me? However, I personally take responsibility and accountability for my own actions. You understand what I try to say? And move forward in a positive light. So that's why I don't have anything negative really to say to my ex, only that I am sorry that I wasted a lot of time in a relationship that I knew wasn't right for me.
But the thing is, if you turn the hands of time, right, and go back and try to sidestep this situation, the woman you are now, you may not have been that version of you now. Do you see what I mean? Everything in your life has positioned you to be the woman you are now. The failings, the peaks, the valleys, everything. So the version of you now that's sitting on live speaking to us might not be the version had you had everything so easy and smooth.
It's not about having things easy and smooth, because life is never easy and life is never smooth. You understand what I'm
True.
trying to
Right.
say? It's not about that. It's just that some events that happen in life can be so traumatic and it can be so devastating and life changing that you wish you never had them. It's not it's not really negative to wish you never had them. It's just that some experiences are just too much for you to have or cost you too much pain for you to have. You rather not have those pain. Because you is on the live and he said that means you're not content with the person you are now. And because I think the person I am
No.
right now, I would say that I'm not contented with the person I am now. I am saying that there is certain things within my life that happen that is traumatic and I wish I didn't have them. But I am contented with the person on the path that I am right now. The path that I am right now is not an easy road, but I am content with it because it taught me a lot of things. But still and still, there's just some traumatic things that I wish never occur, and that's okay. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like everything is peaches and cream and whatever, whatever. I learned from the experience, but I just wish I didn't have them.
Listen, some ex were really not bad, and some ex you just not count because the experience just never makes sense. It just not add up. Them maths, they not maths. You see it, but at the end of the day, every experience you've learned from, you've tapped into different sections of yourself. You've grown from. You've turned into either a better version or a worse version, depending on your experience. So that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
essentially. But I feel like, Nadia, you don't give yourself enough flowers, and I'm gonna say this, and I say this to you before, but I'm gonna say it now. I'm very proud of your growth, and I'm proud of your progress. I'm proud of your vulnerability, and I'm proud of the fact that you stay unapologetically you, and you live and walk and breathe your truth. I'm very proud of you. If I never say it to you again, I'm saying it now, very loud and out and proud. And I need you to understand that all your scars and all your wounds are just a part of your journey and your story to make you, Nadia, official. You are unique. Never, ever, ever tilt that crown of yours. Just remember that. Don't cry, boo, because I can't do the crying now. I'm a thug.
Not cry,
Let me
but
stop talking.
thank you very much, Simple. I really appreciate it. Jano, blessings, thank you. You don't know me check for you differently already, so we're not.
I know, Nadia. I know. I know, boo. I know.
You know that. Big of you is on the line, and big of you say, if you want to change the past or wish it different, that mean what you are now is not what? Contemptible space. If it was, you wouldn't want to change it. I think you're missing the whole point, big of you. Rebel, big up yourself, Rebel. Blessings. I think you're missing the whole point of what I am saying. You understand what I try to say? I think deep down inside, there are some experiences that a person may have, big of you, that is so traumatic to them that they wish they didn't have such events. You understand what I try to say? You can wish it never happened. What's wrong with that? What's so wrong? It doesn't mean you are not content with who you are or the place you are now. You understand what I try to say? It doesn't mean that. You understand what I try to say? Because you, what happened to you, bad or good, is what makes you who you are. And that's what I said, big of you, in the beginning, that a lot of people feels like the things then that happened to them before makes them who they are, and they wouldn't change it. You understand what I try to say? But at the end of the day, some of us do, and it doesn't mean we're not happy with where we are now. It doesn't mean I'm not happy where I am now. It just means that some experiences I wish I didn't have. Here is bigger
Ain't
than
no
Simple.
twin.
Hey, Simple Wagwan. Listen, Nadia, you're not you're in a space that you're not. You need to step back a little bit and try to understand what I'm conveying, because if you wish something, right? When you wish something, or you wish to change something, that means whatever happened before is not something that you wanted to experience, right?
Yeah.
And whatever experience that you experienced before is what makes you are what you are now. That tacitly means you're not content with the person that you are now in some way, shape, or form. And that doesn't mean the whole person that you are now. It could be a part of you that you don't like because of that experience. It's impossible to wish something didn't happen to you, or you experienced something, and not realize that whatever you experience make you who you are now. That's what I'm saying. Wishing, if everything was honky-dory, you wouldn't wish any changes. You see what I'm saying? If everything went perfectly right, there would be no need for you to wish a change in the past. Therefore, that means if you do wish to make that change, or wish that didn't happen, something is missing from you now that you're not fully accepted or content with. And maybe content is the word that's triggering you a little bit, but that's what I mean. Like, for example, you know a little bit about my journey as far as relationship is concerned, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. I remember you talking about it, losing weight, not eating, not bathing. I mean, it was crushing. But then I realized that if I didn't want that to happen, if that didn't happen, I would not be who I am now. So I embraced that journey, that stumble, that scrape, that cut, that hurt because now I'm like, wait a minute, if that worked out, I wouldn't have met my wife, I wouldn't have my kids, I wouldn't be the mindset that I am now. I probably wouldn't even meet none of you guys. You see what I'm saying? Once you change any little iota of your past, your course further on is different. It would not be the same. It cannot be. So that's what I'm trying to convey. I understand what you're saying completely. I'm just trying to put it into context so you could understand cause and effect. You change one little thing in the past, you will not be the same person you are now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But to be honest, because you, I think that the more you work on yourself, the more you can grow to accept certain things. But sometimes, I mean, some things that happen to you in your past leave some scars on you that make you a certain way. And
Right.
maybe you're right. Maybe you don't like that certain way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could not like it, or you could just, this is, I think this is where you're getting at. You could, you don't want that thought. You don't want that thought. You know what I mean? You don't want that memory of what happened. That's kind of like, because I thought back a lot. I'm like, damn, man, that thing went really bad, and the space that I was in, it hurt. I rather got a gunshot than do that again. You see what I'm saying? So I understand that part. It's like that memory. If I could still keep what I have now, and that memory is no longer there, that would be great. So I think that's probably what you're talking about. You know what I mean? That experience and is so traumatic that you wish it didn't happen. More likely, I wish I didn't remember it. But then, you know what I mean? And still keep my current situation. Yeah. It's rough. It's a rough one.
Yeah, I
Oh, I think
understand.
I'm.
Because with everything that happened with, for example, my ex-husband and stuff like that, like, to be honest and stuff like that, I wish him the best. I do wish him the best, but I don't feel like some experience that I had with him, like
Mm-hmm.
I to remember.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But to say that I'm not content where I am now, I am content with the journey, and I've accepted it to a certain degree, but some things I just wish I didn't have.
Yeah. There you go.
If I could
Yeah.
not have them, I wish I wouldn't have them.
That space in your memory is still there. And yeah, I get it.